Guys, this is Raza and you're on my channel Science Innovation Tech. Today we will be discussing and covering the most uh, wonderful and exciting software of Microsoft, that is Power BI. If you are working in any sort of office and you don't know Power BI, so you are not updated with the current trends and markets. If you want to update yourself, you must have to be learn this wonderful feature of Microsoft, and that is mostly used for the dashboards. Inside area, this this whole area is for the reporting purpose. This model, these are the tools which you will be using for preparing and setting your data. Once you insert your data, that it will come here. It will come here and it will be in a table form here. And if you have more than 2-3 tables or data, then the link of the model will be show here like this. So in report, once you insert data, the data header will be showing here in this places. So let's import some data. You can import from here, so I'll want to import let's data. I want to import Excel data. There are a lot of things, a lot of source where you can import any sort of data. You should see this is from Power BI dashboard, data flow, data wires, SQL, anything, text data from a website, and from many other. But today I'll be importing data from my Excel. So in Excel I have a data. This is my data. It will take a few seconds. So all the table that I have in my data are now import. It show me here, but I want to import just only the first table. I'll select this. Now this is just a sample. It's showing me in my data the which sort of set I have. If you directly upload it, it will directly load. If you want to transform data, because my data also have something which I want to remove, so like what you do in Power Query, the same you. Now my Power Query is activated, so I'll be doing some sort of cleaning in my data that I have. So for that I'll first, these are my headers of the table which the system automatically catch up that these are all your headers, and this is all the data that I have. So let me show what the actual data I have. So this is the table that I have which I imported to my data, my Power BI. So this is the whole data. So I imported all the data to my Power BI, but I want to do some sort of cleaning in this data. Let me show you. This is in Home tab. You can do each of the activity which we will be doing on our data. This is the transformation setup. If in your table you don't bring data in table form, then there is an option where you can consider the first row as my header. So the system I imported a table in it, so I did not want it because I already the header, it is considered as a header of my data. So now I want to remove some column. For example, I want to remove this column, so I'll be clicking right click on it, remove. Now it is removed from my data. Further, if you want to remove more than one column, for example, I want to remove the rest of the column, I just want to left this one column in my data. For that I want to go to this column. There is the option remove columns, remove others columns. If I remove others column, I click on it, my whole other column will be removed, only this column will be left it. So if you don't want to do this process, you could cancel it from here, your data will come again. So this is one thing. At the same time, for example, I want to remove some of the column which I did not want. For example, I did not want these columns, so I'll be selecting control and selection. I did not want this column. So I'll be right click on it, removes columns. See my all columns that I've selected now removed from my data. So further I want to remove some other things in my data. To check my data at the bottom, is there anything that I did not want? Is now okay. So now I want to clean something further. Now I have this data and see there are some null character in it, so I want to fill it with, I'll select all the columns where there are a null. So I'll do what, I right click on it, replace, you can see here is the null option, so I'll find all null and I'll replace it with 0. As I replace it with 0, you guys could see all the nulls characters now replaced into 0. So I'll further check, is there any sort of null character in my, which sort of a data do you have? Let me show you. Column distribution, how my column is. This is my column distribution. In each column one district, and these are the unique characters. You can also see your data, how it is splitting, and you can see the quality of the data that you have. This is see how many characters you have. For example, in this column there is 0 error in my column and valid are 100, empty are 0, because I have a 0 in it. So let's come to some other column. It's also give me the whole thing also here. From this you can see your data in each row and column, how it is. I go to the transform data, there is a roundup, so I'll make it a whole roundup. Now this my number is getting round up, so I'll be doing the same with the rest of all. If I have somewhere, instead of doing one by one, transform data, click on roundup. So your whole data is roundup. So my data is now almost ready. Now I want to close this Power Query. For that I need to go to File. I'll want to close and apply. As I close and apply the whole data of the changes that I made in, after apply and changing, it is loading on my Power BI database. It will take some time. Now it is loaded. Now it is in one side. This is my table. This is my table. Let me show you. This is the whole data that I bring to my Power BI. This is the report field. This is, you can see your report. This will be report display. These are the area you want to, that the data you have. So this is my data and this is the model. I'll bring some other tables to aids and we will create a model in that. So before doing this, let me first, this is the data which I bring it to my system. Imported all data. Now I want to make a dashboard of it. So first of all, I need to change the background of this dashboard. For this, there is a format your report page options. There you have a lot of things like page information, which sort of page you have. Also there we have another page. We can create many pages and you can also give them here a name. You can double click on it like in Excel you changing. So I'll make it summary, for example. You can give your name of it. So as I change it here, this is the page information. I make it a summary and you can also change the setting of it, which type of setting you make, and you can also change the background of it. For example, I want a color like this color I want. So it is not reflecting here because the transparency is high. So if I reduce it, see it's automatically changed. So I did that. Now we will be doing further thing in our data. Again come to the data and I want to create a tables for my data that I have department wise. I want to bring. For that I need in row a table. These are, and then I want the how many employees I have in each department. So I'll be doing one more thing. I'll be doing these value. I'll be converted to count. So they reflect name. So I want to count this. So this is my department. Let me expand it. And each department have the total employee that I have is 381. In each department it's giving me that each department have these number of employees. Now I want to have a total of their salary. I'll also bringing it that one here. So if I'll further extend it, this is my total salaries. For example, down here you can sort by the amount, which department have more salaries and which have less salaries. So you can do it with it. Make it outside so that I could have another bar chart. So this is my bar chart. So on x-axis I want department, on y-axis their total salaries. So these are the total salaries. I'll make it a little bit. Well, the table can be moved from one location to another. The name which you have, you can also change it. Like for example, I make it total salary. And now it's changed total salary, and then the net you can filter it. This I filter. Now I'll make it a little bit squeezing it. The total is 15.3 million salary. These are my department, and these are the salaries against. Let me make a label of it. So we'll click on it. Let's have some changes in it. Data label. Let's on it. Now we on the label. This each department have how much salary it is. You can also further make any changes in it, like value. You could extend their amount, and the color you can also. The black is perfect, so we'll make it black. You can also change the background. It's black. You could change it to any other. For example, I want to have like this color. This transparency, if I increase, so this is the first thing which I have made. Now if I'll bring it a little bit here, formatting, go to this journal, then titles. This is the name, is total salary, so we'll make it department wise salary. Now seeing good. Let me a little bit larger it. I want to insert something in it. These all things you can make in it. You can make a title also of it. So header icon. The header icon. So in shape, let me make some changes. Style is ready. Now let me make a copy of it. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. I'll be bringing. Now I want to make some changes in it further. I don't want this color. For example, I want this one. I'll make it. It is too high. I'll make, for example, 25. So 25 seem like this. Let me put. This is. Yeah, it seems good. Now you do what? You should just select this. There is a filter option, like what you do in Excel. Do it and mark on this. But this is seeing that this is so much. I make it 18, so let me do this. We'll make it here. Let me resize it. Further resize it. Let me do one more. Let's take copy of it. highlight it. Journal. In fact, we will change the background. We will make the background as the same. It's a little bit. I will make it this one, so it's see good. Now this is ours. Salary dash. This is the dashboard. So I want to insert something. I want to insert some image because I want to this one. This is my logo. I want to make it smaller. So my company logo is here now. I'll be adding a further small matrix. For that we have to type of employers for this organizations. So in row we'll be inserting this, and in column we'll be inserting the same, and we'll be count it. So let's count it. This is in we'll changing this number of employee. Number of employee. So we change it. Now see, this is like total employees we have. So let me further make some color in it. The value should be less. Let's extend a little bit, and the color will be this one. Row header will also be the same. So all now we're going to move this to this link here. Larger this, we drag it this. So these are all our Chinese employees. Let me a little bit extended so that this one I want to make some further graphs. Like I want to have the salary graphs of, I want to have a pie chart, so I will insert some pie charts. I want to have the salaries of employers. The legend will be this. And the value will also be in the same one. I will change. I want to make a titles. I want to off the titles. I don't need the titles. So just I want to make some visualization on it. Background will be this one, and let's make some changes in it. I'll make it larger. So this is the percentage in it. You can also change the color of the legend value, as now I have. You can increase the size of the value. Let me bold it. So this is the another visualization. Now I want further thing. Shape. No. So let me do something. My value is okay now. Now the slice you can change the color. For example, I make this color, and the other one is blue. You can also make it some other colors. For example, I want this. So these are the percentage. Let's I have this employer, and this is total salary. Now we change the title of it. Visualize. We don't want the title. The text will be a little bit extended bold. Slicer will change to some other colors. Like this one will be for TMA, and this one for pink for the WCC. And further inside it will be good. If you make inside, yeah, it seems good. Now the value will be black and little bit extended. It's okay. We'll off the titles. Molding of titles. The effect will be background color should be the same as we use for others. Bring it here now. The downside is a little bit edgy. It's okay. Select both and move it here. So this is another one. We'll also make a change of it, so let's change the background. In general, the effect background color will be the same. Yeah, it's now seem good. So change the background. Now you also make it this one here. We'll make some changes in it as well. In general, the effect will be, we'll make the same color of it. See, let me reduce the size. I want one more visualization. I want that these should be, I want some different color. From here I will select like this. I think this one seems good. So the colors, I want the value to be a little bit larger, and the color is okay, the black one, I'll make it 16. So this is the table we have created. You can see the whole table, the dashboard that we have created in Power BI. So dashboard now created, if you click on any of these, it will automatically reflect in the whole data set that you have. For example, if I select the TMA, it will show me that this is 26% and the employees are 189 and their salaries is they have is 8, and at the same time it gives me on which department they are working. They are working in solid waste and water supply, and here in water supply how much they are, they have salary 3.8 million and 4 millions. If you want to click in WSSCs, it will give something differently. Total 192 employee, and that is 50% of the 50.39% of the total employees. Their salary is 49.4% and it is 8 millions. And in these departments, they have the employees of WSSCs. Total 192 employees of WSSCs are in each one it is. It is also give us the salary here, the flow chart, the bar chart is 3.8 million WSSC have in solid waste department, and this is water supply, and so on and so forth. You double click, it automatically, if you double click, it automatically remove the selections. See, if I want to select, the rest will be, if I want to select, the rest is going to be dim. For example, I want just TMA. See guys, the rest is removed. Only this one is going to show me. So this is the visualization in Power BI, and these are the dashboards which we have created from our data sets. Hope to see you in our coming video with more details in Power BI. We will be covered in our next video. I hope you could understand this. You will develop